we are going to address the cross-section tool. You'll see here we're within our 3DISC software. The case has been processed and is ready to send to the laboratory. In order to utilize the cross-section tool, you're going to take your cursor to the lower bottom part of the screen here. This is the icon, and go ahead and click. Once you've selected the cross-section option, what we're going to do is see that there's instructions up here in the upper left-hand side of the screen. Click the cross-section button. So that's going to be this icon right here. First and foremost, though, what I'm going to do is align it. Get ready here to align this where I want to check my cross-section. Now, what a cross-section allows us to do is check maybe the spacing between a prep and an opposing tooth or the overjet. There's a lot of other uses for the cross-section tool, but we'll show you a couple here. I'm going to go ahead and select the cross-section option here, and I'm going to draw a vertical line basically right through my prep and the opposing tooth. Now you'll see here I can grab these arrows and I can move this cross-section option back and forth. And I can also rotate the model to see it maybe from the occlusal or from the base here. Okay, so over here on the left-hand side, if I expand this window, you'll see that you can look at, by zooming in, the distance between maybe the prepped cusp tip and the fossa of the opposing. You can also select the measure tool to measure the distance by clicking and clicking. So you're going to draw a line between the cusp tip, for instance, and the fossa, and it's going to show us the distance between the prep and the opposing. Right here we have 0.16 centimeters. Okay, if we zoom in, you'll see how much space we have there. This allows us to better understand how much space we have for material, for instance. You can also check the overjet, for instance, maybe on the anterior teeth, if you're looking for the space of the overjet there from the maxillary teeth and the mandibular teeth. Now you've got your other options over here on the left-hand side where I can use this to cut anything back on the model if I needed to remove anything. I can also click this little eye here, which is going to allow us to eliminate that cross section that we've placed on the model. And then you can click undo by clicking this little icon right here. So if you wanted to reset here, you absolutely could. Let's go back here and again, use these little trimming tools here to eliminate one side of the arch. So it gives us a better understanding of the spacing here, if that's what we're looking for. Now, if I click these little scissors again, you're going to see that it actually eliminates the initial side, and now we see the back side of this model to help us again understand the distance and spacing. Again, this is a cross-section tool, and it's really helpful in understanding if you've prepped enough for the appropriate kind of material and spacing that you need. And again, overjet is really important. So there's a lot of uses for the cross-section tool, but you'll see here it's very, very easy to use and understand. And from there, you can go ahead and close out up here in the upper right-hand corner.